less than 2 months in office, see laws for police. He say now 500 pieces now in one bar for police. He say Edo land must be secured. See, less than 2 months in office. See, Lord, if they buy out with the security votes, no matter. He say not be state money. He say now security votes. Now it's they buy out. No matter. Now be una governor we're going to give Siana 8 years. You know if we give police one motor. Another year when I always say the governor say insecurity again. Oh, everywhere tight. Una no fit talk again say insecurity. Una no fit talk again say insecurity. Una they see laws both for army, police, civil defense. If they buy all, no matter. No matter. No matter.
Look at the good work of Senator Monday Okpebholo.
No matter.
Now there is now peace in our town.
Hey.
Not be only this one, no matter. Chief did that side.
If they buy out with security votes, as he receives security vote, if they use an order for e-laws. Oh, Akbako, 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 almost e-laws. So now insecurity one call this one and say I'll be waiting. Oh, no matter.
That particular video has caused a lot of reaction on X, which is Twitter. The video that Senator Monday Okpebholo purchases luxurious SUVs over 60 to combat insecurity in Edo State. And that particular video has caused a lot of reaction on X. You know, there's a parable in my place where amanatame oriabu with oriabu omuti edology. I will say it in English. If you did not tell the person who is spoiling a community that the person is spoiling a community, the person will think he's actually repairing it. That is the situation of Senator Monday Okpebholo. And you can see people, ignoramus APC Agboros, singing his praise. They were singing his praise because they are ignorant of what is happening or what is going on. Let me just first of all read some reactions. I have something to say because the purpose for this media, for this channel, is to send the right message to the governor to help the governor in his administration. Let's see the reaction that is going on the internet for these very reasons. Outrage as Senator Monday Okpebholo purchases luxurious SUVs amid economic hardship. Benin City, January 9, 2025. Senator Monday Okpebholo recent decision to purchase 60 luxurious SUVs at a cost of 5 billion naira has sparked widespread outrage among Edo State residents who are grappling with economic challenges. The lavish expenditure comes at a time where many citizens are facing financial difficulties and essential public services such as healthcare and education are in their need of funding. The purchase of these high-end vehicles have raised questions about the governor's priorities and commitment to addressing the state pressing issues. Several civil servant organizations and concerned citizens have voiced out their disapproval, calling for greater transparency and accountability in the use of public funds. This is an outrageous and insensitive decision, said a spokesperson for one of the leading civil society groups. At a time where people are struggling to make ends meet, the government should be focusing on improving the welfare of its citizens, not exploring on luxurious items. In response to the public outcry, Senator Monday Okpebholo office issued a statement defending the acquisition. According to the statement, the SUVs were necessary for official use. This is the statement of Okpebholo now, responding to these critics. He said, According to the statement, the SUVs were necessary for official use and to ensure the efficiency of government operations. The governor's office also claimed that the vehicles were procured through a transparent process and that funds were allocated in accordance with the state budgetary provisions. Despite the official explanation, many Edo State residents remain unconvinced. Social media platforms have been flooded with comments criticizing the governor's decision, with hashtags such as prioritize people and wasteful expenditure trending. Opposition parties in the state have seized the opportunity to criticize the governor, accuse him of being out of touch with the reality faced by the ordinary citizens. They have called for a thorough investigation into the procurement process and a re-evolution of the state budget priorities. As the controversy continues to unfold, the people of Edo State are demanding greater accountability for their leaders. The purchase of luxurious SUVs has become a symbol of perceived governmental excess and has galvanized calls for more prudent and people-focused governance. You see, people were busy, ignoramus APC admirals were busy happy with this decision of Senator Monday Okpebholo purchasing over 60 luxurious SUVs at a time when the full country and Edo State are having a serious economic challenge. At a time where people cannot eat, where people don't have anything to eat, where people don't have jobs, where jobs are not created, the governor decide to take fund to buy 60 luxurious SUV for 5 billion naira. So which means in the budget that he was unable to read, the money that was budgeted for security was just for cars, for luxurious SUVs. The money that was budgeted, you can see the lack of direction and cluelessness of this administration, which means the money that was budgeted for security in that budget that was confusing him is just meant for SUV. So to him, purchasing SUVs is the only way to combat insecurity. That is for him. Again, the past administration in the person of Godwin, in order to say Obaseki, 3 years ago, Obaseki bought 50 Sienna for security and bought 60 motorcycles for security. Watch the video.
We are formally handing over the first batch of vehicles to sustain our security network in Edo State.
That was the handing over of the patrol vehicles and motorcycles to assist the different security agencies in the state to combat crimes and provide security in the state. Briefing journalists, Governor Godwin Obaseki said members of the Security Council meeting extensively reviewed the crime statistics and incidents for the month and November and areas that need improvement. According to the state governor, the Command Control Center housed members of the federal security agencies who include the police, DSS, fire service and the state security network so that they could respond promptly to emergency calls. He also emphasized that closed circuit cameras have been installed in the center to get area views of what is happening live in the state for quick response.
And we will be publicizing the numbers, this command and control center, and also the emergency numbers for Edo State, so that incidents, related to crime or whatever, whether it's fire or emergency incidents, are called into this number and they're automatically recorded and followed up with, so that we get live information on what is going on security-wise. We now have a command and control center which houses the police, the DSS, the fire service, the ambulance service, so that any emergencies that are called in, there will be automatic responses. We also have, camera views, because we have installed cameras across strategic locations.
So that was the evidence of Obaseki buying 50 Sienna and 60 motorcycles to combat insecurity in the state. And not just only that, he also made sure that a command and control center was created where I said it in my precedented video, that Obaseki set up a command and control center where you can watch what is happening in those states. That security camera were planted on sensitive places in the state. That is it for you. So security camera is planted in sensitive area in the state. So that is Obaseki purchasing 50 Sienna and 60 motorcycles to combat insecurity. So do you want to tell me this was just 3 years ago? So Mr. Governor, do you want to tell me that the Sienna that was bought 3 years ago cannot be used this time? Is it what you want to tell us? That a Sienna that was bought 3 years ago, we cannot use it again? And okay, let's even admit that yes, we need cars in terms of combating insecurity in the state. Let's admit, because 50 cars that Obaseki bought, and that was just the first batch. Obaseki bought other Siennas to add to that. So let's admit that okay, it's just too few and you need to buy. What happened to you buying Siennas? What happened to you buying Sienna to add to what Obaseki already bought before? So why buy SUVs that is worth over 150 million? Why buy SUVs to combat insecurity when there are other regions in the state where they don't even have Sienna to combat insecurity, and you bought just 60 SUVs? How many regions in the state we benefit from the SUVs you bought? How many regions? So what happened? And the Sienna that Obaseki bought, if Sienna should be worth around 7-10 million. Imagine you use 150 million to buy just one SUV to combat insecurity, and Obaseki use that same 150 million to buy 150 Siennas. Which one is better and which one will be more effective? What is this? You can see how clueless this administration is. You can see how clueless they is. You can see how they are going to spend recklessly without even thinking. Okay, let's say you want to combat insecurity. What happened to, like I said before, Obaseki did not put the cameras in all areas in Edo State. It's just a sensitive area in Benin City. What happened when you take that kind of transformation that we have security cameras around Benin City? You take it now from Benin City. You buy other security camera in other parts of Edo State. What happened to that? Why buy SUVs to combat insecurity for SUVs that are worth over 150 million? For one SUVs, and you said you are combating insecurity? You are just embezzling. This is not combating insecurity, my friend. You are spending the Edo State money recklessly. After all, you could not even pronounce the budget fee, the budget amount. You could not even pronounce it. So when you are spending it, you cannot also calculate it. You could not pronounce it. So when you are spending it, you cannot calculate it. So what happens if you take 150 million to buy Siennas to add to what Obaseki already bought? Are we not going to have more security cars dispatched to other parts in Edo State? So you just blow 5 billion naira for SUVs. 5 billion naira for SUV. You just blew it. After all, you didn't even create that money. You have not brought, no investors have come in your tenure. You have not brought any investor to the state. You have not brought anything to the state. The money you saw when you came into power is the money you are spending. You have not even brought anything to the state. After all, the money you don't work for is the one you spend anyhow. This is madness. And for those people that was in the background, happy that he bought SUVs, you people are ignorance. Bought SUVs at a time like this when people are suffering, people are dying of hunger. At a time like this, Mr. Governor, what do you even have as an advisors? What do you have as an advisors? Who are those people that are advising you? Of course, it is the same APC people, the same APC people that are heartless. The only thing you people, APC, you are known for is buying SUVs. When people are dying of hunger in the state, in the country. People are dying of hunger. People don't even have hope to live. You buy SUVs to combat insecurity. So if you spend 5 billion naira to buy just 60 SUVs, how much are you going to buy how much are you going to spend to buy sensitive security cameras in other parts of Edo State? Or do you think we only want to have security cameras just in Benin City alone? We want to have it in all parts of Edo State. What happens that even before the criminal element we even think of carrying out their evil plot, through the help of technology we can detect it as quick as possible for it not to happen? What happened to that? So you think in buying SUV, the Edo people, the one that are sensitive, you think they will clap for you? You think they will clap for you? The ones that are sensitive, it is only those that are as ignorant as the administration that will clap for you. This is nonsense. You can't spend the money of the people like this. Buy 60 SUVs. And one of them is worth over 150 million. It's worth over 150 million, and people are there clapping for you. And you think maybe SUVs is not security. SUV cannot bring security to the state. SUV, you cannot park SUV on a spot on his own for you to go and fight insecurity for you. You cannot. Obaseki was smart enough to train the local vigilante, train also the police, bought cameras, planted it on sensitive areas in Benin City. We expect you to come into the administration, to take over from his administration, that we will see that you continue to also train the local vigilante. You continue to expand the cameras, the security cameras that are planted in just Benin City for now. You plant it in other parts of Edo State. Then if you want to even buy a car, you want to buy vehicles, because I believe we still need it. It should not be SUVs. What happens when you buy the same color? Or maybe if you want to buy a different color because of different regions in the state, why not buy the same Sienna? Must you buy another car that is different from that which Obaseki bought? Must you buy a different one? Yeah, the problem is the budget could not even be pronounced by you. So I don't expect you to calculate it when you spend the money. That was what I said from the very beginning when we were having that difficult, challenging pronouncing that budget. I said, this man that could not pronounce the amount of this budget, I tell you, spending this money, he cannot even calculate it. And that is what we are seeing. It's nonsense. And for you people that are singing his praise, the admirals that are singing his praise, you people are just laughing and praising your ignorance. Go away.